Hi everybody! So this is my first time going live on YouTube. I normally go live on Facebook, but I didn't even know you could go live on YouTube, so I thought I'd give it a shot. So my lighting is a little off in here, so that makes it too dark. That help a little bit. One of my lights blew just as I was getting ready to go live. Anyway, welcome to the Menopausal View. I'm Jen, and Jocelyn is on her way over here, and we are going to be doing a show. We have a couple of subjects we're going to be talking about. So I wanted to do like a super quick video on how I get ready for a show. Now today we are, there's a good chance we may be cooking today. I think I'm going to try and figure out how to use my air fryer today. See how that goes. So we may be making some chicken wings in the air fryer. I don't know. Not sure how that is going to go. Anywho, so I want to get started and I want to show you kind of like my process. The first thing that I do is I am going to use a dry oil to kind of wash my face, and this is Maracujá oil by Tarte. And it doesn't take a whole lot to do this. I like that it's a dry oil because it means it's not going to make my face too oily, but I'm going to wash it off anyway. But this is a great way to get your cosmetics to go on really nice and smooth. And as you can see, I have a very red face, so I'm going to have to cover a lot of redness today. And it's not nearly as red as it looks in this incredible, I have this daylight light thing that is definitely making things brighter than they need to be. So I have some pH balanced water here with a little bit of rose water in it. And I'm just going to wipe the excess oil off of my face. Plus this feels really nice. This is kind of my zen thing that I do. Is I love taking care of my face, washing my face, and taking, you know, the better you take care of your hair, or the face, the better it'll take care of you, kind of thing. So this is my me time, my zen time, everything about me time. So I also have severe allergies, so I'm going to put in some eye drops really quick. Hopefully this will keep my eyes from watering while we do the show. Not always a guarantee, but we can give it a shot, right? Because my allergies have been rocking my world. Alright, so I'm going to start off with some Smashbox water primer. And I'm just going to spray that on my face. I'm going to have to get a move on if Jocelyn's going to be here soon. So I have made up my own foundation. It's kind of a mixture of a great many things. I've made my own colors, and I change it up during the seasons, make it darker, just a smidge during the summer, lighter during the winter, to kind of roll with it. And I always seem to, you know, make sure that I have plenty of it. I add some highlighter to it, so it kind of gives it a nice glow. But basically all I'm going to do is I'm going to take these are cosmetic applicators, and they're shaped like they're a bullet. They're pointy on one end and flat on the other. And I'm just gonna kind of dip it down in there. And this also has, so this is kind of like a BB cream because it's got oil and lotion in it. It's also got primer in it. So this is my one-stop, get it done when I'm in a hurry. This is what I'm going to use foundation kind of thing. It's not going to be a complete cover-up. It's just enough to tone down the redness that I have so much in spades. And I did have to scooch everything out of my way in order to put my camera up here, so I may have trouble finding some things, so bear with me. There we go. And I'm going to use a toothbrush, flat brush. These are my favorite things. You can get them from China for like $1. I love these things. But I'm going to use this to just kind of blend everything. And that's my cat, Artemis, saying hi, if you didn't hear her. Or if you did hear her. I think she thinks that since her daddy's asleep that I must be talking to her, which is normally probably the case. I wish I could figure out how to turn that down a notch. Still get enough light in here. Is that too dark? I can't really, I feel like it's too dark now. Well, I'll work with it this way because it's a little easier for you to see, I think. And that way I don't end up looking like a hooker when I leave the room. We don't need a hooker look for today's show, I don't think. I just don't feel like it's necessary today. So Jocelyn got me some awesome liquid eyeshadow, and since I'm in a hurry, I'm not going to do a whole lot with it, but I'm going to just kind of take some, this is Smashbox Double Exposure, and I'm using Shimmer Turns Metallic. So if you get these wet, they turn metallic, which is kind of cool. But I'm just going to take it dry and just kind of put it on my eye here. Now normally I would use a brush, but sometimes I like just kind of a softer look. So that's why I'm just kind of going soft with it. I'm using my finger. Now here's the, it is Yason, I think, 05. It's hard to see the word. But it's just a metallic eyeshadow. So I'm just gonna kind of dab it on top of the gold that I already put on to kind of accentuate it out a little bit. And then I'm just gonna take my finger and kind of pull it up. And I have taken my eyebrow pencil into my purse. I put it in my purse, I think. So My eyebrows are going to be a little bit more done up than I would normally like to do with this light of a look. But I'm going to do Clinique brown eyeliner. And I'm just going to lay it in the corner of my eye and drag it and go into my eyelash line. I'm not going for anything super dramatic today. Just so I don't look like a ghost while I'm on screen. So just kind of build it up a little bit. And I'm going to come over here and do the same. And my marker is not working as well on this side. And it looks like my allergies are still winning because my eyes are watering. So when this happens, see how it's not as dark on this side? I'm going to put it in my bra to kind of warm it up a little bit, and then I'm going to come back and do a second coat. In the meantime, I'm going to use Cabral. Can you see that? Cabral, and this is number 2. And I really like this. It's a pomade. I don't like to use it a lot because it can get into my pores, and it kind of gives me bumps in my pores and my eyebrows, so I don't use it a whole lot, but I really like the look of it. But for today, we're just going to kind of do it really light to just make sure that I don't look like I'm a ghost. And I'm just following the natural layout of my eyebrows. So right here it's straight up and down, right here it's going side to side, and then we're going to build out here. So one of the things I wanted to talk about while I was doing my makeup is an incident that happened the other day while I was with my mom. So we live in a very, very, very small town. I think, you know, I refer to it as Mayberry. We have a blinking light, so we feel like we're, you know, somebody. The funny thing is that our small town has several parts to it. So there's like sub parts that are trying to like build outside of us, but they're still part of our little town. And so anyway, there's a major road that runs through our little town that connects major towns, okay? So I'm in the middle of kind of 2 bigger cities, and we're kind of like one of the main thoroughfares if you don't want to take the highways. So the thing with this is that depending on where you are on this road, it can be 1 lane, 2 lanes, or 4 lanes. It just depends on where you are on this road. So there's a lot of merging, you know, merging of the lanes and spreading back out and merging and spreading back out. And so Mom and I are driving, and keep in mind we have like a population of, I don't know, a couple thousand people, so it's not like it's a major thing. But it gets crowded during rush hour traffic because it is a major thoroughfare. So we're driving, it's not even a highly trafficked trafficketed time. It's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. No school buses, nobody's getting off of work, that kind of thing. So it's just kind of a, you know, non-important kind of time of day. And I'm also going to put my mascara in my brow too to warm it up so we can get that ready to go. And we're going to come back and get that eyeliner on here again. Anyway, my mom is on the side of the road that has to merge. And it doesn't like have a lot of notice to merge. However, she was trying to merge and she was having difficulty because nobody was letting her over. So she was speeding up. Now, she's not like an aggressive driver by any stretch of the imagination at all. But because people were going rather slow at this time. So she starts to speed up and merges just as the roads merged together. And I mean, she literally had to merge then or we were going off-road. And her car's not made for off-road riding. And this guy that she had, she started to accelerate, he started to accelerate. Like, you can't get in front of me, I'm not going to let you get behind me, so I'm going to stay right here at the same level as you, so you can't do anything. I mean, her choice was either speed up, stop, or go off of the road. And because there was other people behind her, you know, she had to get merged. And ironically, I had a similar situation on the same road at the same point before with another lady who was road raging. So this guy, she like accelerates even more to get in front of him just so she doesn't get in an accident. And this guy starts laying on his horn. I mean, he's just like for a mile, he's laying on his horn. And my mom, who is never aggressive at all, ever, who doesn't cuss, who's like so sweet and so quiet and so just reserved and just so, I don't know, she's everybody's mom, you know what I'm saying? She flips him off. Now, it has been my assertion up until now that, you know, she's always waving at other drivers for being courteous to her. And I'm like, Mom, I don't think they can see you. Your windows are too dark. She's like, yeah, they can see me, And I'm like, oh, I don't think so. Well, we found out this time that there's a good possibility that he could see through the window because she decided to flip him off. So that's when, now keep in mind, he's still laying on his horn. He is still laying on his horn. That's when he decides to go on, as soon as the lane is, like, you know, where it's merged, we now have a shoulder, a very small shoulder, left. And he, swerves over into the shoulder and he almost hit us. And so now he's moved us over into the median and into oncoming traffic to keep from hitting him. And he's laying on his horn and he's flipping us off the whole time. And all I could think is, if you are that angry at 2 o'clock in the afternoon over someone trying to merge in a legally mergeable way, you have got some absolute problems. So I really wanted to take a look at that. And there's been a rash of suicides going on right now. People killing themselves, both in my personal life and in the public world. And so you have to really question a couple of things. What's going on in the universe that's making people so incredibly angry? And I could go into so many things, you know, the literal universe, the state of the government. There's so many things that are causing, you know, on a large scale what's going on in the world today, and energies. I don't know how else to put it, but it's people are scared. People are reacting to that fear. So I really wanted to kind of touch base on what we can do as humans to work through some of the problems that come along with road rage. I'm going to do another episode later on overcoming depression because I feel like these kind of go together. They work in tandem with each other, road rage and suicide and anything that takes you outside of the control of your emotions. So one of the things that you need to do before getting in your car, before you do anything, is you got to take a deep breath and you have to breathe. You have to be ready for the onslaught of the outside world. And as someone who has dealt with agoraphobia, I have to do this every time I get into a car because it scares me. People scare me. But some people don't recognize that they're fighting or struggling with things until it's too late. So the fact that I'm sitting here in your face admitting, hey, I have agoraphobia, and it's because I'm afraid of other people driving, that's got to say something. So take that into consideration before you get in the car. Take a deep breath and breathe. It's the most important thing you can do. And I know that a lot of people will, I'm using Bye Bye Under Eye, will take that and say, The next thing that I recommend is playing some more gentle music, something that is not going to put you to sleep while you're driving, at least if you're prone to road rage. An audiobook is great. It's really great for long distances, but an audiobook can also help you keep your energy level, your rage levels down. So calmer music, not necessarily elevator music, but not Rage Against the Machine kind of, machine kind of music. I mean, there's just no reason to be that angry while you're driving at another car that's obeying the law. There's just no reason for it. There's zero reason. I don't care. Even if somebody had almost hit you, I mean, you just, hey, 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 you honk the horn, beep, beep, beep. You almost hit me. Watch it, watch it, watch it. You don't lay on the horn and then aggressively go on the other side of them and try to kill them and run them off the road and put them into the oncoming traffic, because then it's your fault that they die. It's that simple. I'm not sure if he was actually going the same direction that we were going in, but he took the next right, and that just so happened to be where we were. And he continued to drive a little erratically. He was an older gentleman, and he had someone with him. And I'm hoping that whoever was with him was like, hey, you need to, like, chill out. But I have been with drivers like that, and once they get in that, there's no way to get them out of it. They're in it for, they're done. They're, like, ready to beat people. And I've also been in a situation where many years ago, my first husband and I were driving, and it was dark and we were lost, and we had no idea where we were. And, my husband at the time, he was a little hothead. He thought he was all that in a bag of chips. And I don't know, I wasn't really paying that close of attention to how he was driving or what he was doing per se. I just know that we were lost and I was trying to find us. This was before cell phones, so I was probably looking at a map trying to figure out where we were to figure out how to get us wherever we were going. And next thing I know, we've got this big, huge truck laying on his horn at us. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Sorry, what the heck? What the heck is going on? And this guy, like, laid on his horn, almost drove us off the road, and until he got in front of us and stopped us. He literally stopped us. And I'm like, oh my God, we're gonna die. And the guy gets out. He's this big old, like, muscly guy. He gets out, and my husband's just starting to get out of the car. And my husband's like 5'2", and this guy's like 6'5". I'm like, what are you doing? Get your ass in the car. What is it about men and having to show, you know, which one is bigger? You know what I'm saying? Seriously? And this guy was going to kill us. I mean, he was that mad. And I'm just like, I don't know what you did. I don't know what you did that caused this guy to be so mad that he has to get out of his car and try and kill us. But you need to get your ass back in the car and you need to drive us home. So I finally pulled him back in the car and got him to take us home. But, I mean, so it's like all these incidences of serious road rage. And I'm just like, why? Why are people so angry? So the next suggestion I have is counting to 10. I know it sounds cliche. I do. I get it. I know it. I get it. It's cliche. But I'm telling you, counting to 10, the act of focusing on something else besides what is going on in front of you is going to make all the difference. Counting to 10. Breathing. Focusing on your breathing can be just as important. Just by focusing on your breathing, you are releasing endorphins. So breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. I promise you, it won't hurt you. I promise. It won't hurt you. But wouldn't it be better to, I don't know, breathe rather than try to cause an accident for another human being that you don't even know? Because of some reason that you think that you have been slighted. For whatever reason. Whether it's true or not. Even if they did make a mistake. Everybody makes mistakes. It's normal. I bet you've probably made a couple mistakes yourself. Yes, angry driver, I'm talking to you. I will bet you money that you've made a couple mistakes of your own. Don't deny it. It's true. You can't tell me no. Because everybody does. Everybody has their weird things that they do that other people, you know. I have this one friend. Cracks me up. He's like, this guy is driving too slow. So he starts riding his butt. And I'm like, do you think that that's going to resolve the problem? Yeah, I'm pushing him up this hill. Okay. No sooner than he will say that, than somebody will start riding his butt. And he's like, why is this guy riding my butt? And I'm like, karma? Karma? Karma, anyone? Hello, karma. So you can't be mad at somebody for doing the exact same thing that you do. Because how is that fair? How is that even fair? It's not. I'm just going to throw that out there. It's not fair. Alright, I cannot find my blush. I don't have a whole lot of blush anyway. So it's kind of hard for me to, like, you know, choose. And it's getting really hot in here. Because I have a lot of hot air. I don't know if you knew that or not. I have a lot of hot air. So I'm getting a little sweaty. Anyway. So that was the main important thing that I wanted to talk about. is how to breathe when you are driving. It also helps if you mentally prepare for it before you even get in the car, because people are going to be jerks. It's just going to happen. It's going to happen, whether you expect it to happen or not. It's going to happen. I'm using Lip Nirvana by Beauty Society, and this is Committed AC6. This is one of my favorite colors. It's kind of a berry color. And it's a lip stain that's not too heavy, and it's not sticky. And it doesn't have stuff that's going to dry my lips out. I think these lip stains are probably my favorite way to adorn my lips. The colors are brilliant and saturated. And I'm barely putting any on, and you can see how saturated this color is. Look even. Even-ish. Kind of sort of even. Okay, so for my next trick, I have very thin, very fine hair. And I do not wash my hair every day because it dries it out, and we have hard water here, so washing your hair every day is not really an option because it will destroy your hair. So I use Batiste dry shampoo, and I use Divine Dark, and I'm just gonna kind of if you use too much, you can get like clumps of it, and that's not pretty either. But I need it to get into my hair because I need to get volume. So I'm just gonna kind of shake my hair out to get some of the excess out. And then I am going to brush it out, and we're going to do a very quick updo that I can wear for the show, or I can wear it underneath the wig. So it's that kind of a versatile kind of hairdo that I can get away with either way we decide to go. So since I still want the volume, I'm going to kind of back brush just a little bit. I'm just doing it a little tiny bit all the way around. And I have some bobby pins. I get 3, I don't always need 3, but I get 3 just in case, and a rubber band. So a lot of people have asked me how to do this because it's such a quick and simple hairdo, and you don't have to tease it if you don't want the volume. It can simply just be a brush out and then twist. So what I do is I start with 2 pieces and I just literally lay it over on top of each other and keep building a circle. I just literally keep adding more and more hair into the twist. It's that simple. And as you can see, I'm almost halfway done. Now I'm towards the back, and I'm going to put a pin in it, a bobby pin. So that's going to hold that until I get to the front. So I like a little more volume on top for the front of my hair. So I kind of don't do it as tightly just yet, but I'm still just adding and twisting, adding and twisting, adding and twisting, and there's all my hair. So now I'm going to take a second one. And that's going to hold that one in place. And now I'm going to come and my little tiny bit of hair that I have left. Now at this point I can either make it into a little tiny ponytail, I can make it into a little tiny like this and kind of stretch it out a little bit. I think that kind of looks kind of cute today. Just enough to give it some oomph. So as you can see, it's still smooth around the top. We just kind of did the back brushing to give it a little bit of volume through here, and it's kind of a romantic kind of hairstyle. Just kind of a, you know, hi, I'm here. And I'm gonna finish it off with some big sexy hair spray and play harder. This is my favorite hairspray. And today I have on lips on my shirt, and I'm feeling a little rosy today. I don't know. I feel kind of, I don't know. I might have to find some lipstick earrings maybe. What you think? Too much? Too much? Not enough? I think it's gonna work. I think we're going to go with the red rose in the hair. Even though it is still technically winter, it's alright. I don't care. I've got that Vita thing going on today. I'm feeling it. Ta-da! And that is my quick and easy. It would go much faster if I wasn't talking, I'm sure. But now I'm ready for the show. I'm all ready to go. And I have a full face on, got my hair done, and I'm even dressed. And she's not even here yet. So look at that. Winning! Alright, so I will catch you on the Menopausal View. We will be coming up live probably around noon today. So it's almost 11 o'clock now, so expect us about probably around noon. Can't wait to see you then. Catch you later. In the meantime, stay fabulous. Love you.